I need to understand why. I'm not gonna give up, you know. Rin's shoulder slumps and frowns.
I know.
I do want to be there for you, but I can't do that unless I know how.
Just let me do this thing the way I want. That's it. Or whatever.
Fine, I don't care. You want to change? You want to destroy yourself? You want this exhibition more than anything, right?
Yes.
Okay, then do it. Doesn't respond or even show acknowledgement of understanding. I'm grinding my teeth together, frustrated beyond anything I thought possible. I want to grab Rin's shoulders and shake her until she comes to her senses. I look her in the moment. I know the crystal clear certainty that there is nothing I could do for Rin. None of my words I know could reach her. But still, I think that for whatever reason, you think it's important that you go this way all the way to the end, even if it's not healthy for you on many levels. But I'll have nothing to do with it. I can't accept being treated like this and not understanding the reason for it. I'm finished here. The full weight of what I just said sinks into a silent distance between us. Ren doesn't show any reaction, nor even blinks her eyes, just stares at or through me quietly.
That's fine.
Her voice is perfectly calm, emotionless, like an announcement that the 3:30 train will be in 7 minutes late. With those words, Rin made her choice, and I made mine. If either of us secretly wanted to change our minds, it's too late for that. I take a hard, long look at Rin, hoping that it conveys my feelings, without knowing whether or not it does. I leave the altar for the last time, feeling empty and anxious like so many times before. Oh, okay. Depression.
It's not called depression, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. I make it in time for class, though not in time for breakfast. Just waste volume. The bathroom is bathing in gentle light of sun. That means it's gonna be intolerable for the hot in the afternoon for now, though it's pleasant. I look at Misha and Suzune animate discussion about whether Hanako's staring out in the classroom window, Muto mumbling in the classroom 4 minutes late, and no collection of what he's supposed to be teaching today. I could never imagine dropping out of school like that, even if it's only for a few weeks. On the other hand, Rin doesn't seem to have a problem with the idea or going through with it. Then again, somehow I get caught along with her insane isolation, even if it ended up hurting each other. Or did we? Maybe only I got hurt. It takes me until late afternoon to realize that today is Monday. The art club meets today. Not just that, due to exams, there will be the last art club meetings before the summer vacation. Without Ren, it feels pretty pointless to go there, but I want to talk with the teacher. No, you don't. The meeting itself is noteworthy, just the skills and watercolors are not worthy mentioning. Noyama tries to encourage this advertise me without sounding too condescending, but he's not doing very good job of it. If nothing else, joining the art club has taught me that I like art. It would be nice if they could actually try and make some art in the art club, though. After the fruits of everyone's labor has piled up in a neat stack on the teacher's desk, he clears his throat and gives the speech. God damn it. I legit forget how to do his voice every single time.
Yeah, I kind of forgot how to do Ren's voice. That took me like a couple lines, and I was like, that's not Ren's voice. That's not Ren's voice. Okay, there we go.
Mm-hmm. It was trimester. That's not what its voices are kind of. It's kind of it. That's it for the trimester, everyone. What am I? Batman.
It's Batman.
I'm Batman.
Marry me, Selena.
Oh my gosh. Of course you would say that. His his voice is pretty loud and way too enthusiastic to be genuine. Next meeting, whatever. Why can I not do his voice right now? The next meeting is after summer vacation, on Monday, the first week of next term. I hope to see everyone there again. Have a nice vacation. Everyone wishes him to have a nice vacation back on the file out the door. I stay behind waiting until the two of us are alone. I almost dinner time, so I don't have to wait long. Oyama's looking through the paintings, some which are actually pretty nice. Rin might outclass everyone else in the art club, but she isn't the only one with talent. Excuse me, teacher? What is it, Nakai? He raises his eyebrow, questioning, smiling widely. It's about Ren. Oh, is something wrong with Tetsuka? No, but I hesitate for a split second, not certain how to say what I want to say, giving Oyama enough time to start babbling by himself. I saw her a few days ago when I was passing by Saya's gallery. She said she was one or two paintings done for the exhibition. I was quite pleased. She's a surprisingly hard worker. I'd always thought she was a bit lazy, doing what she wanted instead of the assignments. He seems to notice my anxiety and realize he digresses, shutting up before finishing the thought. But you have something to talk about. What is it? I don't know. She feels detached from everything, as if she thinks of anything but the exhibition. Well, isn't that good? She's focused on her painting as she should be. Yeah, but this is different. She's like obsessed. I went to see her and... Have you been bothering her? He cuts in before I finish saying what I meant to say, instantly looking quite irritated. No, I don't think so. I'm just concerned because she keeps stopping coming to school completely. She feels strange too. Stranger than usual, or at least... Humbug. This is more than important for her than some lousy math class or physics or whatever. His face is so disgusting. This is exactly why the school is so flexible, to give every student a chance to fulfill themselves. Tetsu is a painter, so she should paint? No. And have an exhibition. That's what artists do. She should be allowed to concentrate on that, not these other frivolous classes. She should be encouraged. If you think about it, it's really quite obvious. His counter-arguments are not very convincing, as I'm having a hard time trying to make any kind of rebuttal. My grudgingly silence is interpreted as absent, and Noyama turns to a shuffle and stack on turned-on assignments in his desk like a deck of cards. I have to say, when you're talking about Setsuya's exhibition, I'm very excited to see how it turns out. She's still so young, yet has such wonderful skills and style. He's talking to the air to relax the mood that got a bit too negative. I take it that you will be attending? Yeah, I guess so. Well, we'll meet the next. I take that as my cue to leave, and I do, although not happy about it. And also, hey Orimo. My message didn't get through, to say the least. Also, Orimo is scared.
I'm scared.
Of course you are. The day after that, all that missing opportunities and things I should have said come crashing on me. There's nothing left to do afterwards but brood. Rude. Second day, I'm feeling anxious. I start doubting my doubts, and I feel stupid, especially since I still can't think about anything else than Rin. Third day, Japanese exam and world history exam. Great. The thing I hate most about her is that she makes me feel awful even when I should be focused on entirely different stuff right now. Okay, but calm down. Fourth day, math exam. We have a math exam. It goes how it goes. I don't care. Fourth day. Noyama asked me again if I will attend exhibition opening. I say no to him even though I'm seriously want to. I just don't want to discuss it with him anyways. With anything Rin related. Oh, okay. I'll do it next time? Hey, would you like to voice his game?
Sure.
See? Now we have people. Rin related, so it's just better to take the paths at least resistance. On the sixth day of the day before the exhibition opening, I find Rin standing in the hallway in front of my room while I return to dorms after dinner. What are you doing here? My tone is angrier than I intended. I'm a little disappointed that I'm unable to restrain myself, but can't be helped. Rin just stands there like she just happened to coincidentally be standing around here. There's no business being. The way she reacts so coolly to everything annoys me now. It's not good. It's been 6 days, and the sight of her is boiling. She hasn't even opened her mouth yet.
Finished painting.
Shouldn't you be at the gallery preparing?
They said no.
I have no arms. I guess the gallery owner does that part then. Getting the paintings framed, hung in the walls and whatnot. So, why are you here?
Felt like it.
The same old stupid pattern emerges again. She asks her questions, which she answers with doesn't answer anything, because it's the only other way we could converse. Apart from me listening to her babbling about whatever she is really conversing. Is this a play? Are there some unseen roles that we have unknown sets ourselves into dictating the rules of engagement? Whether we see each other inevitable lead to us hurting each other? Her nonchalant answers accompanied leave me none the wiser. I guess I should be happy with the exhibition preparations are complete. When I walk into my room, I hear the footsteps following me in. I didn't invite her in. I don't ask her to leave. She claims my is it happening? What's going on?
What scene is this?
Demused.
Alright, let me check.
Why is she in
I
the
have
bed?
a chart right here.
Okay. I'm just gonna. She claims my bed.
The one after this scene is called The Scene.
The scene, of course.
So I don't know.
So nothing happens, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Without asking me permission, make me wish I had taken the time to make it before I left the morning, and stands up against as though she sat on hot coals. I half lean against a single corner of my desktop, and it isn't cluttered with stuff to rest my leg at least a little bit. Ren spends a few moments glancing curiously around my room, makes me realize that she's never seen it before. For a moment, she actually looks like she's concentrating, trying to get everything that must be in the eye for detail that makes her an artist. Since the room is small, she quickly runs out of things to look at, but nothing else transpires, allowing the uncomfortable silence to take over the atmosphere. The mood is chilly. One to at least, or both of us, are on guard, waiting for us to either to make a move or the first move. Of course, Rin would play this game forever, so it has to be me. So, Ormil says, a tease scene? Question mark.
Perhaps.
Oh god, not again. Last time there was no people here. Now there's people.
The benefits of having your computer in your bedroom with the door closed, far away from your family.
Yes, I am in the living room with everyone here while they watch me read this, while they're watching TV, while they're. So yes.
Well, we will get to a sex scene today.
Oh god damn it!
I don't know. I don't remember if this is one or not, but there will be a sex scene.
Well, they won't leave until 2 more hours, so we could hope this lasts. It doesn't happen.
Or you could get the neutral ending, and then we wouldn't get the sex scene.
Isn't this the neutral ending?
Technically, there's one more decision that decides that, I think.
Okay.
Unless this just beelines it right to the neutral ending.
Okay, let's get the neutral ending, and then hightail it back to like, oh, it's more time now. So, I give up because she'd never try to open conversation, and because it seems that she wants to say something and I want to get it over with. Why else would she be here if she didn't want to talk? I don't know what to say myself. I want to be angry, but I can't bring myself to yell at her or anything. My voice catches her attention and she tries to search for words as well, but it seems like she's not entirely certain to why she's here either. And so Rin simply takes a few steps too close the distance between us and rises on the tips of her toes to let out the height difference.
Is that me or you?
It was a bad idea. Also, Ormil says, going for a rejection. XD.
Yeah, we're trying to get the rejection because we don't want his family to see the sex scene.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're trying to delay it.
Oh, we're going to have so much fun with Shizune's route because whether you reject her or not, still get a sex scene.
How? How does that happen?
Well, you get Misha's sex scene.
Oh, right. I forgot. I was like, whether you want it or not. I was like, what's it called? That.
Really, whether you want it or not, you get it.
It's that meme. I was like, oh, what's it called? Shishan, whether you want it or not, we're doing it right now. I was like, what? You heard the lady.
Willie, you just do it. You do it like 3 other times if you get a good ending. But there's one where she's just like, sex now.
God damn.
Hanako, you get in on this too. Come on.
Why did he say bad end? Exclamation point, exclamation point. We already got the bad end. This is the neutral end. Alright. It was a bad idea. Maybe you should forget about it. And I will too. Just a reflex and almost an afterthought. The words no, yes, and maybe simultaneously surface in my mind. My hand is between her lips and mine, the wall, and I raise my guard against something. Her breath feels warm against my fingers. The scent of her skin lingers about, a mysterious, indescribable sensation that captures me and draws my eye deep into hers. The look in her eyes is surprised, quizzical, as if why the impedance and hands prevented her advances. Her eyes are really big and glistening, and moisture, and starting right into my own with a soft gaze that's having a hard time to match.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Rin's half-open mouth makes me look even more confused, though the sensual way her lips are arcing is signaling something completely different. Anything with no baby making is bad end. Oh my. Of course. Are you saying my life is a bad ending? Is that what you're implying? uh. Please. I need you. The words come from her throat in a hoarse whisper meant for only me, bypassing her tongue and teeth without giving them a chance to interrupt. They sober me in an instant, and I clumsily flinched back to get a little bit of distance between us, painfully scraping by my desk in the process. Maybe it's her choice of words, maybe the way she says it, but something in it puts me off. Something is wrong, something's terribly wrong again. Need me for what? All the unpleasant feelings emerge again. Am I feeling my heartbeat suddenly increase at least tenfold? Rin's eyes go out of focus and back again, and her body relaxes to the tense state, and she stands upright again. I don't think
that was about anything.
Yeah.
Why do you draw patterns on that dust on your night table?
Oh.
There's a word for that kind of thing, but I can't remember.
The remarks almost throws me off track, and I glance over her shoulder at the small table next to my bed, but I can't see anything from this distance. So she needs me for nothing specific. Just happened to come by, she thought I'd be glad to see her after this shut me out. No complaints accepted for a week. Completely altruistic motives. Felt like it? Bullshit. I can't answer myself. To play mind games with whatever you want, to guess whenever you want, to ignore whenever you want, to fulfill your whims whenever you want. Oh, the heart attack end? I couldn't give Sal a heart attack. I tried.
I did.
He didn't die. I actually tried to kill Hasao like twice, and it didn't work out. But like
you got one more shot with Lily's throat. I think you can kill him in there.
Yeah, and then like she did it on her first try and killed Sao. I'm like, what the freak happened? I did it twice because I did one where like, oh, let's like run as fast as possible with Emmy's route. And I was like, nope. I was like, you didn't have enough. Like, oop, I'm just gonna stop right now. I was like, I'm perfectly fine. Let's go to the nurse's office. And then that got me the good ending somehow. Because I tried. And then I chose the other ending. I was like, okay, this is like, oh, you didn't try, so it's like, I don't really care that much, but I still ended up being with you kind of situation. It's like, what? Okay. Is that it? What do you need me for? My voice is sounding very angry again, even to myself. Good. Ren too finally catches the mood, and her curious expression changes instantly to something more uncharacteristic.
No.
She leaves it at that, her eyes restless wandering around, searching the room as if the words she tries to find were written in the tapestries of my walls. Then what?
I needed to paint.
Paint? Of course, that's what artists do. The words reverberate through my being, beating my blood over, and piercing whistle of my anger. Don't give me that, Rin. I'm not some damn muse of yours. Free to play with for the sake of painting. I'm not some medium for whatever you aspire to. I am me. So, what if I don't know anything about my future? There's things I want and things I care about, even if I can dream of things other than nightmares. Well, I can't technically yell because there's people here. If it was later, then yes.
Me. I'm like, I can't yell because it'll wake up my family.
I mean, like, if this was 10 o'clock, then maybe, but it's 8. Why are we streaming this at 8?
It's 8?
It's 8:42 my time. It's 10:42 for your time, I think.
Yeah, that's like really early. Usually we start at like midnight my time.
Yeah, we start at 10 my time when they're going to bed, and I was like, yeah, we have no distractions besides my sister, and then my mom occasionally getting out of bed, and it's like, I'm yelling, but the way past the point of caring about things like that. Ren looks down at her toes and wiggles them, a little melancholy, while she takes in my outburst without saying anything to defend herself. Only I have finished out to even try to respond somehow.
I can't do anything else, or I can do all sorts of things, but I can't do.
Yeah, you said this like 3 times already.
It's the only sort of thing I do sort of properly most of the time.
I understand completely. Art first, everything second or thousand. What about me? Hey, this is what he said in the bad ending.
Yeah, except it's here instead of in the
Yes.
bad ending.
So it's like, the neutral ending is just a bad ending, except one scene later. So it's the bad ending, just one scene later.
Yeah, pretty much.
When I was interested in art, did that make you feel like I was a little interested for a little while? Tell me, I want to know, did you ever think about my perspective? Or is it just all you? The word slides like a bile in my throat. She looks alarmed and so completely uncomprehending, as if she doesn't understand what I'm angry about. I can't believe she could be so stupid.
I didn't want to.
Oh, this one she actually admits to things. This time it's Rin who interrupts herself in mid-sentence.
Don't you understand? I can't.
Can't what? You never explain. How am I supposed to understand anything if you never say anything? Why don't you ever talk? Say something. But she doesn't. Venting my anger at her feels satisfying. Feels wrong to take so much satisfaction in it, but I can't stop. Again. Not wanting to face my anger head on, Ren turns around to steadfast look out for my window, even though there's nothing to look at. The worst is nearly gone. I shut up as I can't be bothered to keep on yelling at the back of her head. So silence finally returns. I try to discern some hints of her reaction, though my adrenaline distorts vision. My feedback is not the best kind, but I hope Rin got a clue that she just can't ignore everything else whenever she feels like it. I hate it she didn't. She never ever listens to anything. She's so unaffected by the world around her. Not this time, it seems. Her body is shaken from the holding back tears, but I know that Rin's not crying. Her indifferent makes me so furious. Now that it's gone, I'm in a loss, I wonder. Did I go too far? Look,
Go away.
This is my room.
Go away, Hisao.
Okay, Orimo says, murder her. And no, we will not murder her. I won't murder you. Pat, pat. Her voice is a tiny and tired.
Murder other people, though.
Yes. Yes. In the greatest of times. Her voice is tiny, tired, and says this, but I hear the words clear as day. ... What is there to say anymore? This is my room. The blunt, hollow remark is a fitting conclusion for this unpleasant discussion that became even more unpleasant and very one-sided yelling match. After a moment of collecting herself, Rin just gives up. I can see that from the way she stumps her shoulders and walks out. Even though she deliberately looks at the other direction, I can see she's biting the corner of her lips so hard it might start bleeding if I don't stop. As she makes exits, I realize that she left the door open when she came in, and my yelling must have echoed around the dorm hallways. What do you mean you're mad? It's killing time. Oh, it's killing time. No, we won't kill her. I mean, I don't know. As she makes her exit, I realize that she left the door. Oh wait, I read this already. I sigh. Now that she's gone, I'm left alone with my guilt. As the thumpings in my chest slowly subdues, anxiety replaces it. Somehow, I feel that none of the world this would ever happen if not for me. No matter how infuriating, unbearable, and outrageous Rin is, not the Rin I thought I knew. The Rin that I expected Rin to be. Was it me who caused all of this by talking Rin into taking her chances with the exhibition? Am I directly responsible for Rin becoming like she has been for this past week? Can't think of any other explanation for her weird behavior other than the exhibition, all the things that came along with it. Maybe it was the only way to have brought us closer, but all I did was separate us even further away from each other, now beyond the reach of either of us. Bang my head hard against the wall, twice, to make sure it hurts. Oh. I've done that before. And also, it continues. Alright, she has her exhibition. Right.
Neutral ending, it continues.
Well, last time it ended at this point. I didn't expect that it continued. The headache is relentless, thumping against the back of my head as I push open the door of the 22nd corner. Apart from that, I'm perfectly calm. After venting all that anger that had bottled inside, it felt like great weights had been lifted in my heart. A tension that grasped in my mind for the past few weeks fading away without leaving even a shadow behind. It's in this near Zen-like state of enlightenment, I realized that perhaps it was a bad idea to yell at her like that. I really meant it, but what good does it blowing up like that do? Nothing. I'm not like that. I don't normally yell at people. I don't know why I did yesterday, though I keep feeling really guilty about it. I want to take my words back. Rin is probably upset too. Even more than my own behavior. Her reaction shocked me. I always thought of her as unchanging, detached from her surroundings, so I'd seen her yelling get to her so upset felt out of place. I wonder if she understands how I feel. In Rin's world, everything seems to be so absolute and subjective. Absolute subjective. As if she was completely unable to see things from other points of view other than her own. But ultimately, is anyone able to do it? Maybe objectively and altruism, but are just illusions of people who like to think of themselves as compassionate. Just like art is an illusion for people who really think reality is mere veil for something greater. Even when you stop thinking about what the world revolves around you, or start thinking outside the mythical box, you are just inside another bigger box that you can't escape. Maybe that ultimately makes her like the rest of us. I step through the door and find the gallery full of illusioned people. Despite Saya's remark during the earlier visits, I always thought it was very suspicious, but now it's crowded like it looks positively cramped. I merely noticed Saya stand in the middle of the very lively discussion. Yes, freak indeed. Busily chatting with some old gentleman. She's actually pretty tall and kind of cool looking, so she stands out in the crowd. There are a few dozen wine glasses laid on the table along the back wall, filled with burgundy liquid. A vast majority of guests are sipping on their own glasses. The socialities and art connoisseurs are mingling happily, engaging in mild opinions about Rin's art, which seems to be secondary object of interest for most. I feel distant, excluded from other people here. Meanwhile, my parents are just talking in the background. I'm surprised it doesn't pick it up. It's pretty loud. I can't claim, even at a sketch, to be social chameleon, so the situation is quite unnerving. Since I don't blend in with the crowd at all, I just fake that I do, try and look as cool and smooth as I can. I wonder how Ren is handling all of this. If it was me, I would be quite freaked out. Throwing the anxiety aside, I try to carefully navigate through the crowd, stealing peeks of the framed paintings out hanging in the walls. Rin's
wow.
Yeah. What do you see? What do you interpret? Especially that one. Do you see Rin in his how?
It's like an inkblot test. I don't see anything in inkblot tests.
Oh, okay. Because inkblot test is your interpretive meaning, what you think something is, based on something that's nothing is really there, unless you think something's there.
Yeah, my psychiatrist had me look at an inkblot test one time, and I was like, I don't see anything in inkblot tests, and she's like, yep, that's the mirror neurons, and I'm like, mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh my. At this point, this is where you fake you see something and just guess your way through something. That's what you're supposed to do.
But I had established previously that I had a mirror neuron problem. Yeah. So I don't have, like, facial recognition sensing things.
Oh. So how do you look at things?
Like, I don't see faces and things. Like, I don't have pareidolia.
So you can't see a face here. Oh my.
Well, if it doesn't look okay, like things that don't look like faces, I don't. It's like
Yeah.
Like what is it? The things like sockets that you plug things into. People say they look like faces. I'm like, no, they don't. Like that type of thing.
It looks
things
like a.
that are abstract-ish faces. I can tell that that's what they're supposed to be.
Well, it's not a face. It's like a smiley or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like two little eyelids thingy and then the mouth. Basically, it's this. If you were to do this, be approximately to what a socket looks like. And you consider that a face? I just sent you? It was like, finish! Rin's exhibition takes about half of the gallery's wall place. Some paintings are less familiar than others, but I recognize most of them. Some I've seen been created in the club meetings, after all, or remember from the time when Rin was choosing her portfolio. I know a couple of unfinished paintings were framed on the wall as well. Maybe that's what you call coincidental art. Even Rin's failures, if you can call them that, became exhibitions of her skill, quite paradoxical. She herself is nowhere to be seen, which is strange because even though it's crowded, the gallery is pretty small. It's fine, sort of. I don't know how to face her after yesterday. Maybe I shouldn't have come. But I promised various people, Rin included, that I would, so... Damn, it sounds like I do this thing I do because some kind of instinctual properness compels me to. Cough, cough, me. Not because it would be sensible, or not. I sneak closer to Sae to wait for a lull in the conversation so I can chat her up too. Even though her voice is almost completely buried under the general background noise, I hear bits and pieces of what she's talking about, Rin.
Yes, she is a high scholar at a local school, even though she's graduating next year. I'm sure various art schools would be interested in. I thought it'd be interesting to have an exhibition of someone who is still in early stages of development.
It's so strange. It's like Rin is some kind of mini celebrity, even though this is nothing but a small exhibition, opening a small art gallery in the small town.
In fact, there's a friend of mine from.
Oh god, no, no. It better not be fucking Noyama. Unless it's me. Then no.
Saya is my Noyama.
Who says it's a Sao?
I don't know.
Who says it's a Sao?
I don't know!
I'm guessing it's Noyama. Please not be Noyama. Please be Rin.
It's a Sao. Just move on.
Yes. My eavesdropping is interrupted by a familiar voice. Familiar slap in the back. I don't need to guess the source either, even without turning around. Is it Emmy? Hi, Emmy.
Yeah.
Of course, Emmy's the only one who slapped me in the back. Say hi.
Hi! Are you like a representative of the art club or something? I don't see anyone else from the school here.
I don't know really. I guess I am if that's the case. What about you?
What about me? You don't think I'm interested in art? Is that it, Isao?
No, that's not what I... Well, maybe a little if you put it that way. I mean, even though you hang out with Rin, I've never heard you talk about art with her, so... Emmy huffs and looks around her, looking discontented.
It's true, I don't get it at all, but she came up to my track meet, so I thought it's only fair to return the favor.
She leans closer, trying to look confidential, but only manages to look conspiring.
Do you get art?
No, I do not. No, no.
That's the anal wink. Come on, everyone!
I don't. Go in the back room. There's no future with Ray. It's already decided. Not at all. My emphasis, head shakes, draws a giggle and cheery head shake of her own out of Emmy.
Me neither. Hey, let's go talk with Rin. I bet you haven't yet because I haven't either.
Mm-hmm.
Come on!
Oh god, no. He's here. Before she has a chance to forcefully drag me to Rin, Noyama appears behind her, with Rin in tow. She's not dressed for the occasion, instead opting for the usual school uniform and unkempt hair. Maybe her natural look suits her the best.
Hello, teacher. Hi, Rin.
Unfazed, Emmy greets the teacher cheerfully, causing him to turn around and look down confusedly. Oh god. Who are you?
I'm Emmy from school, class 3-4. Don't you remember?
She looks positively shocked at the perspective that there would be a person who doesn't know her. Oh, Sai, you're in the same class as Itsuka, is right?
Yeah.
You have my pardon me. I have trouble remembering students don't take art.
Don't mind, don't mind. Hi, Rin. Hello. Congratulations for your super cool art thing. I'm sure you'll be a big hit.
Meanwhile, I'm in the just in the
You're just
standing. I was like, yeah, this is totally not awkward for me or anything. She throws her arms in the air for boisterous emphasis, almost hitting me in the face. Of course, Emmy does that. Wink.
And look, the sound came too.
A wink.
Stop winking.
Rin doesn't look at me, nor does she greet me. Congratulations, Rin. She keeps averting her gaze, pointedly looking at her sandals. Obviously, the tension between us is ignorance of what happened yesterday. Emmy keeps blabbering about this and to an unresponsive Rin. I guess she's used to not getting much out of her sometimes. Before long, Noyama Sae turns to Rin, introducing her. Expectantly, I catch the second of confusion when the guests see her arms. Sae is luckily in the hall and briefly explains about her school. Doubtfully, faces quickly changes to curious. Would you mind telling? Yes. Would you mind telling us something about your art? I thought the development is quite easily noticeable. What do you yourself think of the differences between older and current works? It's quite rare for someone so young and to dabble into abstraction. That's your turn.
It would have been interesting to see how you work.
Oh, definitely. I assume you use your feet. Must have been great trouble to learn how to be proud. Are you talking to me about her, or are you talking about the game? I don't know what you're talking about, Arimo.
You talking to Rin? Oh wait, no, you got a thing, didn't you?
Hmm? I got a what now?
Nothing.
Orimo says, flirt. And I don't know if he's talking to me, the character, you, anything else. Will you be pursuing a career in the arts after school? She's bombarded with so many questions she can't even hope to answer them all. Maybe that's for the best. Rin tends to talk nonsense more than occasionally. So, where do you get your ideas?
That's the fifth worst.
Rin keeps stumbling her words, looking more and more vexed than bent in inquiries. Everyone is waiting for her to say something, but she looks like a cat got her tongue. Each question piling up and adds to her distress. I fail to hear the questions, that is proverbial one of too many. It's like a motor stalling. He says, Emmy. Rin just freezes for takes long seconds until she falls on her knees, hitting the floor ungracefully like a sack of potatoes.
Are you alright? I don't know.
Tetsuka, what's wrong, girl?
I don't know what's wrong.
A terrible silence falls upon the people gathering around Rin. I don't like the fact that so many people are around Rin. Yeah, I just don't like people around. Everyone's petrified, not knowing how to react so suddenly. Seizure or something. She breathes, and with deep, trembling gasps, as if she was running out of air, falling ahead of herself with hollow eyes. I feel like I would do the same in this situation. Just like have a panic attack in the middle of the room.
Man.
Seeing that no one does anything, I force myself to step to Rin and lift her up from the floor, letting her lean against me to keep standing. Would you like some fresh air? Okay, let's go outside for a bit. No, it's not a heart attack. Sure do want a heart attack. What are you, me? I don't even wait for her to answer before grasping her shoulder and pushing her past the stunning-looking Noyama, Sae, and Emmy and guests. Excuse us. The cool evening breeze hits my face at the door. I let go of Rin and she leans against the stone wall trying to catch her breath. Are you alright?
I couldn't say anything.
Rin is still not looking at me, so I look away too. The streetlights and coloring neon signs twist my visions to a blur of near blindness, force me to look back. At least she talks even if she's not directly her words to me. What did you want to say? Maybe both of us can imagine what we are talking about to an invisible friend.
I don't know. Something that would have meant something.
The silence lasts for a long time. I don't feel comfortable being alone with Rin. I'm not good at imagining things that don't exist, or things that exist don't. We should go back in. The guests I invited are there. They probably want to meet you and talk with you. You know, ask you questions and stuff about those paintings you worked so hard for.
I don't want them to ask me questions like that. I can never say any of the right things.
What do you want then?
Someone wouldn't have to ask questions for me. Or from me. Blech.
If? Up? Yes.
Which one do you think leads to the sex ending, and which one do you think doesn't?
Oh god, no. Alright, hopefully this leads me to the bad end. But aren't you happy people are interested in your paintings? I meant, isn't that why you went ahead with having the exhibition at all? Of course, they would have asked you questions if they didn't think it's interesting.
It's like having sunrise twice in a row when you want to sit back naked in the moonlight. It's nice, but
Not good enough. I complete the sentence for her even though I don't understand her appropriate metaphor. I don't get it. Try to be happier. It's your big night after all. All these people are here to see your paintings. I think that's awesome. Wait for her to say something either for or against, but Rin keeps brooding. Doesn't want to answer questions or explain to me what's wrong. If she has something to say, the words are left unspoken. The words she cannot say. I shudder against the chill that blows the streets and howls fill the silence. Do we go back in? You've got everyone worried. There you are. Feeling better. It would be pretty hot in there. A dizzy spell can catch you off guard. What the freak? You said heart attack? Seizure sex? Yay. That is not an appropriate response to anything. He laughs brassy, almost obnoxiously. You should drink something if you feel weak, Tetsuka. Rin nods weakly and seems to be enough to convince Noyama that she is fine. He pushes Rin a bit forward to introduce her to the person he was conversing with before. So, what did you be talking about before? Ah, yes. I'm very excited to meet. I'm shut out of the conversation, and the background noise of dozens of other discussions fill the ears of indistinct buzz. Even Emmy has disappeared somewhere. Standing in the middle of the crowd is a surprising lonely feeling. Not only Ren, but everyone else seems to be a part of something I'm not a part of. I'm happy for her, I really am, but makes me feel like I haven't accomplished anything yet. Ren is living proof of the potential of human being. She overcame her disability, even made it a strength. She should be happy. What's my potential? I made it this far, but where can I go? Oh, it continued.
yeah, you got the neutral ending. Congrats.
God damn it. How was that? Was the other one was the bad one? The other one seemed like good. I guess I'm stupid. The last day before summer vacation is wanting slowly. Science is the final exam. Wait, there was the good ending and the neutral ending?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got bad one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neutral.
Thank you. Okay.
Neutral.
Yes. That is good. Science is the final exam of the trimester and we are all free. And also he says, no Yama sex ending, yay. Ugh. That's like the worst thing anyone could ever imagine.
Yes.
Ugh. Ugh. Sorry. I can't stop thinking. Why would you put that in my mind? That is the...
He'll have his tongue open too.
Stop it. No. Why would you bring that up?
Do you want censor?
I'd be... No, there's people here. He doesn't know what that means. I had to explain to him.
Oh, censor is a picture of Shizune naked from her sex scene.
Yeah. That's my, I'm thinking about it right now. That's my,
It makes him stop throwing up in his mouth when he thinks about Noyama.
Yep. That's the anti-Noyama filter. The collective yearning of liberty is almost palpable in the classroom, even though the weather seems to be a tad cloudy. It might rain today, no one knows. It's already finished the test because it's pretty easy, so I'm doodling lazy on the side. Flip side of paper, waiting for Muto to call time. Yeah, look, it's everyone. Hey, Tuko. It's Kirby! As Emmy. Why is Emmy Kirby? Okay. Also prevents Misha from trying to converse. Looking at the answers over my... Coverly look at the answers over his shoulder. I feel like this is better art. This is what art's made of. You might fool the inattentive teacher, but I can tell that she's trying to look. I guess it's her best bet at passing the test. Doesn't make me feel any mercy though, so I just ignore her and look around me. It's quiet. The only sounds in the classroom are quite shuffling papers and Muto's constant coughing. It makes my awkwardness around slowly drift in the backstage of consciousness, giving room to other things. Vacation, huh? Some people will stay in school even over the holidays. Some will go back to their families. I probably should make a trip back home and report to my parents that I'm alive as well. Not much to do with school anyways, I suppose. Next trimester will be stressful. Everyone will be seriously starting thinking about what to do after graduation, including me. Hey, Spills boys. Bull. Welcome to the channel.
Hello.
Including me. I look at my doodles. It convinces me to stop trying to salvage them. It's a mess of lifeless lines, waste of paper. If it wasn't a flip side of the exam, dude, like I have like so much like scraps of paper. It's like just like it was on my notes, and then just rip out like a piece of my notes because like it has like images on them. It's just like basically what this is. Maybe it's because I didn't really set out to draw anything in particular. I just wanted to kill some time, so drawing became exactly like I am. Without a direction to go. It'd be easier if I had some special talent like Rin. He has it easy. It makes me kind of jealous. Who is that, like, next to Hanako? And, Tsune.
Yeah, that's Shizune.
No. Like, the one that looks like Rin. The one that looks super depressed. And looks, he has like a scarf.
I think it's Rin.
Oh, okay, then it's Rin. I like this Rin. The one with the eyes.
Yeah.
If
Why
it's
does Hanako have a sword?
yes, should we look at the show image? There we go. Perfect.
There's Misha.
Where's Misha?
And then Shizune is the plant.
No, the
Thing?
plant is Yuko.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Shizune is the one next to the hand.
Okay.
I think Noyama and Muto is the two block things on the side on the right.
Yeah.
I see Kenji on the bottom with his weird. I think he made him a jester.
Yeah.
Let's let this. It pisses me off that she herself can't seem to be happy about it. And time. Muto calls for the end of the exam, draws groan and displeasure from half of the class. I don't blame them, the exam was kinda tricky. Muto expects a lot of our class, even though he's not strict at all. I guess he'd like us all of us to become scientists. Put down your pencils and turn to your papers, please. The biggest groan comes from the desk to my side. It's Misha. Misha's despair is almost tangible. The dark aura of lost hope emanating from her desk made me simultaneously frightened of her sympathetic to her. Now then, there should be homeroom before you are free. I should have a few announcements to make, so it should be over quickly. His announcements were never important, so I listened to him only with one ear. Misha seems to be too down in the dumps to even pretend attentiveness. She stumps her head against the desktop looking sickened. Also, who calls it a desktop?
Hisao?
Also, usually when someone refers to a desktop, someone's talking about a computer. That's like, I guess I'm just weird. I've been raised weird. His number's like, hey, you want to play with my desktop? I was like, yeah, I'll play with your computer. Or PC or any other different word you use for a computer.
Mm-hmm.
Cheer up, Misha. It's vacation. Don't worry about the test.
Thanks, Hee-chan.
Her frowns becomes a small smile, and sparkle of excitement lights in her eyes.
What are you going to do over summer vacation, Hee-chan?
Die.
I'm going to Hee-chan's place. They have this awesome, super cool mansion. I'm so excited.
Can I join?
You join in Shizune's route.
How do you know?
Because I've played her route 3 times.
I know, but how do you know it doesn't happen in Ren's route? Because you've never been to Ren's route.
I know.
Like, I know.
I'm sure it'll be the bestest summer vacation ever.
She seems to have forgotten all about her misery a few seconds and bounces up and down in her seat as if to punch for her excitement. I don't really have any plans, I guess.
Is that so? Maybe you should...
Join the student council. A finger tapping on her shoulder steals Misha's attention away from me. Sunu points to Muto, who is expectantly looking back at us, both of them.
Oops, sorry, Hee-chan. I didn't notice the teacher finished already.
She clears her throat and takes a deep breath.
Stand?
I stand up with everyone. Wait, how did Hee-chan know that he was done? She just looking at his mouth?
Yeah.
Okay. Since I came here, I always wondered about something. What do wheelchair-bound students think about in their daily traditions? Being unable to do it properly. Wait, what does that mean? Is it a false pause to keep it tradition in a place that bypasses many others for convenience? Even though I never asked anyone during these short weeks here, I've come to the conclusion that they definitely are not insulted. They understand. That's why I like about this school. Nobody is too uptight about anything. Everyone is so considerate and understanding of each other. Yay.
Yay.
Hmm. I wish the whole world could be like this.
What is that?
Ow.
Okay.
I guess.
Ow!
I turned the page and slowly listened to the rustling sounds of the paper it makes as when my fingers gasped it. Hey, look, it's Emmy! Emmy's here!
Yay! Emmy from me.
On Discord, on Twitch, on what?
Anything, as long as I named something from the show.
Uh,
The visual novel.
Forever.
So YouTube
What?
or Discord?
Tell her to follow you on YouTube? What?
I'd just like to be friends with someone named Emmy on something that I'm named after a character.
Yes. If you want to join the Discord, letting Discord out. Yeah. Right, people. Send it from a link into the chat. I can't do it. I never do it for some reason. Yeah, just put it in.
I can't really get on my Twitch because I deleted it.
How did you delete your Twitch? They said they're saying hi to you.
Hi, love me.
Cough cough. I'm restless. It's summer vacation. No class, no homework, no art club meetings, just free time to spend however I want. Doesn't feel like anything. I try to cheer up Misha, but I'm not feeling too cheery myself. To be honest, the free time is intimidating. It reminds me of the hospital, and the long meaningless days that had to be filled somehow. The only difference is that I was bound to the ward guarded by the Cerberus-like nurses. Reading was the good solution back then, but the thoughts of sending my summer vacation reading books feels nerdy. That was nothing to do with the fact that I'm reading even now. I'm just killing time and trying to fight my anxiety. Besides, my mind is on other matters, stretching in too many different directions to make sense of any of them. Thus, the book I've been on since Tuesday is progressing slowly. It feels like the book is taking longer to read than it looks to the author to write. I try to put it down for a while, then read some again, start it all over from the beginning, read each page twice. Nothing works, I have zero concentration. Taking it with me just in case. I head out with some fresh air and inspiration to do what to do. I make my way to the quad, passing the students heading to the gates. I hastily, once for leaving the homes, already judging the luggage are dragging with them. I guess no matter how hospitable Yuzaku is, home is still home. Still, I hear some people will be staying here for vacation. The quad is big enough for its center is shadowless no matter how high or low the sun is. I stop in the middle of the bask in the warmth. The bright makes me squint my eyes, but when I look towards the main building, it looks like it's abandoned already. Yuko isn't at work today, so the next time I get the books in the library, it's after vacation. Oh. I was like, why is this like not getting lower? It's like I'm accidentally low. Your Discord thing. There?
Yep. Hi.
What?
Hi.
Hi. There's a public library somewhere, I'm sure, but I'm feeling too lethargic to find out where it is. The hall is equally dense, so I find contents myself and return to the dorms, ending my leisure walk sooner than I expected. Oh wow. There you go. Then again, I wasn't quite sure what I was expecting in the first place. But, alright. On a moment's impulse, I enter the girls' dorm to see Rin and Emmy are there. Fix my issue. Neither is, so I go back to my own room to dwell on my lethargy. I should talk things through with Rin. She really bothers me. Definitely the conceptual equivalent of gravity. She bounces on thin line, zigzagging between insanity and incomprehensive and instability. Hello. Rin affects me too. She challenges me in the ways that I didn't know, or more accurately, didn't hope existed. I've started to wonder whether these feelings are really love or I was just fooling myself. Surely it would be insanity to consider that. For the rest of the day, Rin, the hospital, Yabaku, and vacations swirl through my head. I can't concentrate even on concentrating. Thoughts seem to come and go haphazardly, fragmented into two small pieces of cognition. I pick up on my book. I managed to read 100 pages, but I'm sure by tomorrow I'll have no recollection of what happened in the story. I try to clean my room, but even that proves to be bothersome, too time-consuming, and require too much attention to detail. It's usually like this when you have nothing to do. You have nothing, even if you could. As expected, Mom calls me and I end up promising to see if I could get a train ticket for tomorrow, or failing that, the next day after. Maybe I'll go downtown tomorrow anyways. I could do some shopping or something. Not like I need anything, but maybe it's summer sales and I could pick up something. Why am I trying to force myself? Before I was content with having nothing to do, saving the balls every now and then at the fields. Now it seems like I can't settle down at all. Is it because I have changed, or because the world has changed? By 11, the darkness bids me to sleep. The medicine bottles are innocuously arranged in the midnight table, not at all beckoning, rather pointing, remind me that reality instead. It's evening, so I have to open 3 bottles, exactly 3 large, oval-shaped ones, 2 small, rounded ones, and 1 large, flat. And that is what's cut in half, close the bottle, and chug down the medicines with a chasta of fresh tap water. The water tastes metallic on my tongue. I swallowed it wrong with the tails, anyways, the head in the bathroom. The mindless job of brushing my teeth is fit for trying to sort my thoughts. One emerges from the mass clearing, rising above the others. I want to see Rin. I can't let my outburst of anger be the last thing between us before the vacation. I have to see her tomorrow. Sleep outcomes and confusion minds more ease than it should. And we will end the stream here. We will see you next time. Goodbye, guys. Bye bye. Later. The next time. Saving the state. Load. Exit. Bye bye.